ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN sports presentation of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 7, as the Cougars of Hazleton area take on the Bulldogs of Berwick. You are looking live at Crispin Field, home of the Berwick Bulldogs. We thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school football on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach, Joe DeMelfi, Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats, and a special hello to a statewide audience watching this evening on PCN as the Bulldogs and Cougars get set to square off here at Crispin Field. Both teams' captains heading out to midfield to meet with referee Jay Rowan.
Tell us where we're going. Hazleton, you won. You're going to defer. You're going to defend the scoreboard. Put your backs there, please. Berwick, right here, please.
And we heard from Jay Rowan that the Cougars won the toss. They elected to defer. Berwick will get the ball to start. Joining Jay Rowan on the officiating crew is Mr. Steve Jimsky as the umpire. The linesman is Bill Downey. Jim Trusky is the line judge. The field judge tonight is Jim Darr. Galen Miller is the side judge. Joe, before I ask you to preview tonight's game, we head down to field level. The Berwick High School Marching Band will perform the alma mater and our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night. That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Outstanding renditions of the Berwick alma mater and our national anthem. Very well done by the Berwick Marching Band and Singers. Lehigh Valley Health Network is pleased to be the official sponsor of WYLN's Game of the Week. Best of luck to tonight's teams from Lehigh Valley Health Network. Joe, we finally get to hear from you. The Berwick Bulldogs started off under first-year head coach Carmen DiFrancesco, 5-0. Faced district rival Valley View last week where they came up 7 points short. The Bulldogs coming off the first piece of adversity of the season, coming off a loss. Very interesting to see how they respond tonight.
I talked to Coach DeFrancesca before the game. First of all, he's really enjoying himself. He's retired, been at 4 or 5 different places, been very successful. Said he's having a great time here with the Berwick Bulldogs. As you mentioned, Marty dropped a tough one last week, but he said they played hard. They made a couple of mistakes that sort of haunted them the whole game. We have a Hazleton team, Marty, starting 5 freshmen against the Berwick defense. The quarterback is a freshman for Hazleton, Tyler Wolf, against the Berwick defense that's very good. It should be an interesting game just in the aspect of growing up for the Cougars.
Time for the Barbush Automotive opening kickoff. Luke Russo, number 15, to kick it away. Back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 5, Blake Maurer. Number 7, Tegan Wilk. Number 21, Alejandro Lopez. But a short kick taken by one of the Berwick upmen, and the Bulldogs will have great starting field position at about their own 43-yard line. Picking up the football and bringing it to the 43 was Benjamin Knorr, a sophomore for the Bulldogs.
Return from the 35 out to the 43-yard line. First and 10 for Berwick.
Bulldogs have been very versatile on offense, Marty. They have Tegan Wilk. Ryan Lawbaugh has done a good job at the quarterback position.
And this is Tegan Wilk taking the direct snap. He's got a first down and more. He's down the sideline. And he is going to go all the way 57 yards for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Berwick touchdown.
You know, Coach DeFrancesca said to me before the game, you're going to see a little more of Tegan Wilk tonight. There's an opportunity for him to shine, as you mentioned, Marty. Direct snap, Tegan Wilk, soon to be a East Carolina University student athlete. And I talked to their defensive coordinator who was here tonight. Shows his speed to the corner.
And it's now time for a Sacco Chiropractic extra point. Brendan Hinkle's kick is up and good. 11:44 into the opening quarter. Berwick quickly up 7-0.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
The 4th rushing touchdown of the season on the opening offensive play of the game by Tegan Wilk has the Bulldogs in front 7-0. Eric Montez wearing number 42 on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Back deep for the Cougars. Number 33, Lance Johnson. Number 13, freshman Matthew Casadas. Montez kicks it deep, and it goes past Johnson. Stays in the field of play. He's going to pick it up at the 1. Jay Rowan, we'll see. Is he going to give him forward progress? He is at the 1. That ball, Joe, took a right turn at the goal line. It looked like it was destined to go in the end zone, be a touchback. Took a right turn. Johnson had to pick it up, and the Cougars could not have worse field position with a freshman quarterback on their opening series than the 1.
Exactly right. I talked to you, Marty, at the beginning of the telecast about growing up, as we watch the S.J. Kowalski replay, ball just setting at the 1-yard line. Tyler Wolf coming into the ball game needs to manage this offense
We saw Kellen Werner take a big hit in the Delaware Valley game last week, unable to go tonight. And they're going to give to Mollusky. Kevin Mollusky got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Getting back to the kickoff, Marty, tough one to field. You have to make up your mind whether you want to go after it or let it bounce. The kick returner did go after it, but the ball hit in front of him and rolled down to the 1.
Wolf came in with the play. He's going to go out of the gun. Play clock down to 5, down to 3. Wolf rolls right, looking, throws for Fisher, and it is incomplete. On the coverage for the Bulldogs was Blaine Cleaver.
Good coverage by the Cleaver. Wolf did an excellent job sprinting right. Tried to get to the receiver on a sideline route, and there you see the S.J. Kowalski replay.
And keep an eye on the gentleman playing center field. He's already scored a touchdown offensively. Tegan Wilk had his 16th career interception last week to put him number 1 all-time in Berwick High School. And he's just going to be lurking in center field, at least for this 3rd down play. Wolf down the middle, tipped up in the air and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Torstrup.
Great coverage. Sean Sheptock did an excellent job on coverage there. Found the inside receiver, ran the route with him. Incomplete. Cougars going to punt it away deep in.
Russo doesn't have a lot of room in the end zone for this BLB Auto Sales punt. It's going to be picked up by Blake Maurer. Maurer will be pushed out of bounds by Mollusky, but not before he gets inside the 20 to the 17. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Berwick Medicine Shop, your local pharmacy located at 145 9th Street in Berwick, featuring a variety of special customer services to help you get the personal patient care and quality services you deserve. Give Berwick Medicine Shop a call, 570-758-1239.
Cougars in a tough situation, Marty, punting from deep in their own end zone. Ball now at the 17-yard line, their own, so the Bulldogs, great field position.
Wilk again will assume the quarterback position. Gets the snap, he rolls right. Trying to get to the outside. He does not elude the 1 tackle, but he does pick up a Harry's You Pull It first down as the Bulldogs are in the Grand Central red zone to start this 2nd possession.
Well, you see the play he scored on last possession, pulled down inside the 10-yard line here at about the 6.
That was Seth Hunsinger that brought him down out of bounds, but not before he got a gain of 12 and the first down. 1st and goal, Bulldogs. And Ryan Labaugh came in at quarterback. The handoff was to Alejandro Lopez.
Lopez on the carry.
Like he got stood up, got back to the line of scrimmage for 2nd and goal.
Great job by the interior of that defensive line for Hazleton area. Lopez, no place to go. Brought down for no gain. Looking at 2nd down and goal here.
Labaugh back in at quarterback. Wilk is out wide to his left. They're going to give again to Lopez. He cuts it back, and Lopez to the end zone. He's in for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Bulldog touchdown.
Touchdown, Berwick.
Bulldogs strike twice in the first 3 minutes.
13-0.
We see the replay. Good blocking on the corner.
Hinkle will again come on for the Sacco Chiropractic extra point.
Blaine Cleaver with a good block on the corner there, and Lopez taking it in the end zone.
Hold is bobbled. Wilk picks it up. Loses it. Picked up by Hazleton area, but they cannot advance, so the point after no good. 9:35 left in the opening quarter. It's now 13-0 Bulldogs.
Hey guys, Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander's of Greater Hazleton. You know, individuals win trophies, teams win championships. We have an awesome sales team here, but let me introduce you to the other part.
It's not just getting a great deal before the sale.
It's about taking care of you after the sale. We take care of your service needs, and we'll get your parts.
So whether you pay cash or finance, good credit or bad,
we've got you covered, even if you fumbled.
So come by and see the award-winning team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, and find out why we take the deals the other guys won't.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field. Want to thank Atlantic Broadband for helping us get into your living rooms on this first Friday in October. Not only to our regular viewers on WYLN, but statewide on PCN. Berwick, 2 possessions, 2 scores lead at 13-0. Montez for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. A deep kick taken by Casadas at his 2. He's across the 10. Cuts it back, he's across the 20. Casadas still on his feet, and he'll be brought down at the Cougar 34 for a return of 32. Much better starting field position for the Cougars on their second possession, thanks to the return of Matthew Casadas.
Casadas, freshman, does a great job here of finding some room. Decent kickoff return unit for Hazleton area. Blocks well. Marty, first touchdown, Wilk, 57 yards, right side, 1 play. Berwick was up 7-0. Kick was good. And then Lopez, left side, 5-yard run, 8 plays, 17 yards. Kick was no good, bad snap.
Here's Casadas, and the Bulldogs read it well, bring him down. Looks like forward progress. They'll give him the original line of scrimmage at the 34. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Casadas tried to get the outside, was blocked off, decided to take it up the field. Nothing there. Bulldogs defense has been a very, very good unit this year, playing strong football. Bulldogs look to be one of the teams in the District 4 playoffs. District 2 playoffs, I'm sorry.
Buddy, I was going with anything you said. Play action. They're going to run a screen to Johnson. It was tipped. Montez read it well and batted it down, breaking up the screen pass to Lance Johnson that we've seen in the past. Hazleton area worked very effectively.
Tyler Wolf does a nice job selling it here. He just didn't get the ball over Montez. Montez, I talked about this defensive unit. Montez made a great play on that screen attempt to the defense right, and he knocked the ball down. So we're looking at a 3rd down for the Cougars.
Casadas and Fisher go to the bottom of your screen to Wolf's right. They're going to run a draw, and the Bulldogs read it well. 3 blue shirts were there.
Mason Lawbaugh first, Blaine Cleaver, and then Montez, I think.
So Russo returns for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Wilk and Maurer are back deep. High snap, and the Bulldogs will get it at the Cougar 16. Quarterback Ryan Lawbaugh came up with the recovery.
Ryan Lawbaugh, who is the quarterback as you just mentioned, Marty, may be a better defensive player than he is an offensive player. Showed some aggressive movement up the field, recovers the botched snap, and we're going to have the Bulldogs again with a short field, about 16 yards.
They're in the Grand Central red zone for a 1st and 10 at the Cougars' 16. Get our first look at Aiden Mason wearing number 16 in the Cougar backfield. That's Wilk in motion going to the bottom of your screen. Law ball's looking for him. He's got it. And he stayed in bounds at the just in time to step out at the 1. Good for Harries, you pull it. Bulldog first down.
Good throw by Lawbaugh. Excellent catch by Tegan Wilk. Mentioned him earlier, going to East Carolina University next year. And you saw on that S.J. Kowalski replay, over the shoulder catch.
1st and goal, Bulldogs leading 13-0 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Mason the lone back, but it'll be Lawbaugh himself. Straight up the middle, and he's in for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Bulldog touchdown.
When you look at the score right now, Marty, 19-0 with the extra point to come, but several mistakes so far by the Cougars with the bad snap as you watch Lawbaugh on the quarterback sneak. Bad snap, and then trying to field that first kickoff. Didn't do that, and the ball rolled down to the 1.
Hinkle for the Sacco Chiropractic extra point, and it hit the post and went in and good. 7:51 left in the opening quarter. Bulldogs now up 20-0.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in for Ram Power Days. Hungry? Stop into Krugel's Georgetown Deli right next to the Big Cow, 720 Wilkes-Barre Township Boulevard in Wilkes-Barre Township. You may know them for their great deli sandwiches and hoagies, but how about something from their new menu, like G-Town Scallops, Cheesy Crab Pretzel, Smoked Brisket, Smoked Wings with your choice of sauce, and more. And while you're there, don't forget to play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Stop into Krugel's Georgetown Deli right next to the Big Cow, 720 Wilkes-Barre Township Boulevard in Wilkes-Barre Township.
2 consecutive possessions for the Bulldogs inside the Cougar 20-yard line to start. Bulldogs up 20-0 with 7:51 left in the opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Welcome those watching statewide on PCN as Montez comes on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. And Johnson slides down to get the low kick. See where they mark him down. Looks like it'll be at about the 17-yard line of Hazleton area.
That's the same kind of kickoff that got them in trouble the first time that Montez kicked off to start the game. As he fielded that kickoff, Johnson's knee hit the ground. He had possession, so Cougars take over at the 17-yard line. Marty, last touchdown for the Bulldogs off of Ryan Lawbaugh's fumble recovery. Ryan Lawbaugh 1-yard sneak, PAT, Hinkle, good. 2 plays, 16 yards, 11 seconds, Bulldogs up.
Cougars come out and run a reverse to Casadas, trying to get to the outside. He spins down after a gain of about 4 yards to the 21. Stop by Sally Purcell's Country Inn for home-style cooking at 891 West County Road in Sugarloaf. Open Tuesday to Sunday at 11 a.m. for lunch, Wednesday for wing night, Friday and Saturday for prime rib night, plus other weekend specials. Call Sally Purcell's Country Inn at 570-384-3478 for reservations or takeout. Damiano Funeral Home, located in McAdoo, providing traditional and pre-arrangement services and cremations, which are performed at their on-site facility. For professional and courteous service, call Damiano Funeral Home, 570-929-2820. Play action. Wolf throws, looking for Molesky, and a flag is going to be thrown. I believe that was Cleaver on the coverage on Molesky, and we may get pass interference against the defense.
Defensive pass interference against the Bulldogs. 15 yards to be marked off by a penalty.
There you see Wolf trying to get away from the pressure, made the throw, but they had Cleaver on a pass interference call.
So the Cougars get a first down via penalty. It's a Harry Jupullet first down. Stop in for something to eat before, during, or after the game at the former Villa Capri, newly remodeled as the Forge Pub and Eatery at the corner of 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick. Wishing the Dogs the best of luck from the Forge Pub and Eatery. And we've got a timeout taken by the Cougars. They trail 20-0.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town. Serving a large variety of pizzas, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in. Delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Barber Ford has the largest selection of Ford commercial vehicles in Northeast PA with over 50 Super Duties in stock. Plus, Barber Ford is the only Ford commercial vehicle center in the area, participating with the state's cooperative purchasing program, CoStars. Barber Ford, where the pros go for trucks.
Experience the beauty of the Valley Country Club and let them sponsor you for your next event. Toss the flowers and dance the night away with their course as your backdrop. Let Valley Country Club host your next special occasion, whether it's a bridal or baby shower, anniversary, celebration of life, pool party, charity fundraiser, business meeting, golf outing, corporate, private, or social event.
After the Cougar timeout, 6:57 left in the opening quarter. Berwick leading Hazleton area 20-0. We thank you for joining us for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week here on WYLN and those watching statewide on PCN. Ball marked at the Cougar 36. This is Johnson in motion out of the backfield. Wolf, quick drop, he's going to roll right. Being pressured, he'll be sacked. He was hit from behind first by Ethan Hughes.
Ethan Hughes with great pressure up the field. We talked about this Bulldog defensive unit playing extremely well.
A loss of 4 on the play makes it 2nd down and 14 from the Cougar 32.
Wolf is trying to get to the corner, Marty, which causes a lot of problems in the secondary once you're able to break contain. That time could not break contain. Was brought down by Hughes.
Wolf throwing downfield for Casadas. Wilk picked it off. Down the sideline is Tegan Wilk. And you just had that feeling watching Tegan Wilk play center field, Joe. He was waiting for an opportunity. He saw them look for Casadas. We'll see it on the S.J. Kowalski replay. Comes over and makes the pick.
What you call range right there. Tegan Wilk with great range is able to cover half the field. Wolf had a lot of air under the ball. Wilk comes up with a great interception. Bulldogs again starting their offense at the 32 or 31 yard line of the Cougars.
Adds to his total of career interceptions as the leader here at Berwick High School, and there's been some good defensive backs that have come through this program. Says a lot about Tegan Wilk, who will go out offensively, be at the top of your screen, but we have a penalty against the Bulldogs offensively. It'll be 1st and 15. PCN is your home for PIAA championship coverage. Golf, soccer, field hockey, girls volleyball, cross country, and football fill the airwaves this fall. You can watch all of these PIAA championships on PCN. Visit pcn.tv.com for the complete schedule. So the Bulldogs come out now after the penalty, 1st and 15 from the Cougar 36. This is Aiden Mason, his first carry of the night. He gets the penalty back plus a yard, brought down at the Cougar 30.
Mason running flat to about the 40-yard marker, then is able to take a very strong step up the field and picks up 5 yards. As you mentioned, Marty, gets the penalty yardage back. 2nd and about 9.
Should mention that he's running behind a veteran offensive line. All 5 starters are seniors for the Bulldogs. Pass out to Sheptalk. Sheptalk is going to be brought down from behind by Molesky Mattarella, also on the coverage.
Along the line of scrimmage
and it looks like they'll give him just across the 25 for a gain of about 5.
Sean Sheptalk on this little screen-type pass. They wanted the tight end Cleaver to get out and make that block so Sheptalk can step inside and up the field. But Hazleton area Cougars doing a nice job defensively, getting there very quick.
Sheptalk and Wilk will be the receivers to the top of your screen to Lawbaugh's right. Lawbaugh keeps trying to find running room, and a host of white jerseys bring him down after a gain of 2, leaving the Bulldogs with a 4th down and 1.
Keeps left side.
Matt Fisher, linebacker, makes the tackle along with several of his defensive buddies for the Cougars. Berwick, they've had 3 short fields to score, Marty, and as they try to convert this 4th and short.
Lawball will go under center. Mason the lone back. The give is to Mason. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Seth Hunsinger with the stop defensively for the Cougars to hold on downs.
I'll tell you what, Hunsinger, who has played well in all the games that we've covered for the Cougars, is up the field immediately. Makes the tackle.
Welsh's Towing and Repair, located at 442 South Mercer Street, Berwick. You call, they haul. All state inspections, motorcycle, truck, trailer, emergency road service, minor repairs including lockouts and welding. Give Welsh's Towing and Repair a call, 570-759-9737. So after the big stand defensively by Hunsinger and the Cougars, they get the ball back. Direct snap was to Johnson, and the Bulldog defense not fooled, bringing him down for a loss of about 4 back to the 20.
Berwick defense, good size, pretty quick. They get up the field right now. And as we talked about with Tyler Wolf, a freshman quarterback, that time direct snap.
Let's go! 2nd and 14 from the Cougar 20.
And play went nowhere. In fact, ended up with -4 yards.
And now in at quarterback is senior Matt Fisher. He's going to roll right. Throws high, incomplete. He was looking for Connor Shamani. And it'll bring up 3rd and about 14.
Matt Fisher is going to the corner. That time they got the corner because it looked like they were double team or even triple teaming the defensive end of that side so the quarterback couldn't get outside. Fisher overthrew Shamani.
3rd and 14.
Forces a 3rd down. Marty, I was impressed with Hazleton's defensive stand there. One of the things you look for when you're trying to grow up as a young team, build a strong defense.
Play clock was running down. Hazleton area takes their 2nd timeout. They trail 20-0.
Before the snap,
Bonanza Steakhouse, 574 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazel Township, has an unbeatable buffet filled with something for everyone. Our menu includes the finest flame-grilled steaks, barbecue ribs, chicken, seafood, or sandwiches. You can add the buffet to any entree for a little more. Bonanza features daily specials. Join us Saturday and Sunday for our breakfast buffet that includes our famous omelet and egg station, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Thanks, Mom. Love you. Don't be late for the bus. As a mom, I always have to make good choices. And one of those choices is where to go on vacation. I always thought the Pocono Mountains were just cabins and bears. But the Poconos are all family fun. Amazing waterfalls, trails, and train rides. World-class water parks, even spas, premium shopping, and a casino. So make the right choice, the Pocono Mountains, for your next vacation.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick, home of the Berwick Bulldogs. So far, so good for the home team. Bulldogs up 20-0, and they have the Cougars at a 3rd and 14 offensively. This is Wolf back in the game at quarterback. His pass outside the Johnson incomplete, as there are about 3 Bulldog defenders that were there in coverage. So it'll bring up a 4th down and another punting situation for the Cougars.
I think you could call Berwick's defense suffocating at this point, Marty. Tried to throw that little flare pass to the right side of the offense, but Cleaver and several other Bulldog defenders right there.
Russo for the BLB Auto Sales punt, a wobbling kick that Maurer will take at midfield. He thought about tossing it back to Wilk and reconsidered, and that was brought down after a short return of about 2 yards. James Bugda on the special teams tackle for the Cougars.
There you see Maurer with the reception from the punt, but couldn't get the toss to Wilk, so took it back up the field. Again, Berwick starts in Hazleton's territory, although now it's the 48-yard line of the Cougars.
We'd like to thank Atlantic Broadband for helping us be live in your homes on this first Friday night in October. For those fans watching us on our regular programming on WYLN, and also those watching us statewide on PCN, thank you to Atlantic Broadband. Labaugh in at quarterback, and confusion, and Jay Rowan stops the play, finding illegal procedure before. Confusion as to who was getting the ball, and it just didn't look right from the start, and Jay Rowan noticed an illegal procedure before the snap. Bulldogs take a timeout. Their first. They lead 20-0.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the healthcare you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. Bulldogs up 20-0 after their first time out. They have a 1st and 10 at their own, a 1st and 15 from their own 47. Low throw to Wilk. They'll rule it incomplete. And actually, if he caught it, he would have lost a couple.
Well, why, Marty? Coach DeFrancesca with a nice time out there. The last time the Bulldogs had the ball, they did not make a 4th and 1. Here they committed a procedure penalty on first down. So coach decided he needed to go out and talk to the Bulldog offense.
And they're going to hand it off. And again, I think it's Hunsinger that comes through defensively and forces a loss of a yard on the carry by Lopez.
Seth Hunsinger from the other side. They were trying to run that play to the left back side of the play. Hunsinger came hard, made a good stop, and then received a lot of help. Bulldogs facing 3rd and long.
3rd and 16 from their 46. This is Wilk. He's rolling right, throwing downfield. It's intercepted, picked off by Matt Bookman. And Bookman gets into Bulldog territory after he was brought down by Lawbaugh.
Intercepted by number 1, Matthew Bookman.
Wilk made a throw that moving right. He tried to throw that upfield and really didn't have anything on the ball. Bookman with a great interception brings it back. Cougar offense will start right at midfield.
And their defense is keeping them in this game. Remember, if you're just joining us, Bulldogs had 2 scoring possessions that started inside the Cougar 20. They're down 20-0, and it could be worse, but their defense is keeping them in the game. 1st and 10 at midfield for the Cougars. Faked the toss. Gave it to Molesky.
Tried to hit Molesky off the left side, picked up a couple. The one thing Coach Brennan has been good at is ball control. The problem that he has tonight is he's running against a pretty strong Bulldog defense.
And it was almost disastrous for Wolf. He had Mike Zalutko right on his back as he was handling the football. Molesky picked up 2 at 2nd and 8. This is Casadas coming to the bottom of your screen. Wolf crossed the middle looking for Fisher. I believe that was Cleaver again on the coverage as it goes incomplete, and they'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Schechter, Lee, and Cleaver in on the coverage. When you watch film with Wolf, this is one of the things you use as a learning key. Don't throw the ball in the coverage. He tried to hit someone running a short slant, and there were 2 people right there, 2 defenders. 3rd down.
This is going to be a handoff to Bookman, and the Bulldogs again read that play well. Leading the charge was Mason Lawbaugh for the Bulldogs.
Well, the Bulldog defense, as we watch them in this first quarter, they are as advertised.
So Coach Brennan at this point, with under a minute left in the opening quarter, is going to play field position, have Russo come back out for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Tries to corner it. Maurer took it inside the 20 and stepped out of bounds at about the 18-yard line is where the Bulldogs will start. 1st and 10. Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog. Now celebrating 80 years at the same location. Jimmy's Quick Lunch, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton.
Hazleton had an illegal procedure penalty. The Bulldogs declined to take the bet.
Valmont Auto Sales, located at 34 Susquehanna Boulevard, West Hazleton. Looking for that special vehicle? Valmont Auto Sales offers buy here, pay here, small deposit, affordable payments. Give Valmont Auto Sales a call, 570-501-2200. 26-26.
Marty, procedure on the punt penalty was declined by the Bulldogs. The Bulldog offensive unit has not looked good the last couple of series, and this time, again, the Cougar defense doing a great job. The Bulldogs tried to run to the right side. Ryan Lawbaugh getting nothing on the play.
Bulldogs do not have to run another play. See what Coach DeFrancesco elects to do. And it looks like the first quarter clock will head to zeros. Through a quarter at Crispin Field. Berwick 20, Hazleton area nothing. You're watching live high school football, not only on WILN, but statewide on PCN.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm going to tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create. And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Mazda. Why don't you come see these great models? It is crisp, it is clean outside, the leaves are falling. We've got great deals on these cars. If you're in the market for a Mazda, get down to Blaze Alexander's in Greater Hazleton. So come see all this inventory that has to go. You get a Mazda, you get a Mazda, you get a Mazda. So check us out online at blazemazdahazelton.com. If you're looking for a great deal, unbelievable deal on those Mazdas, come on down to Blaze Alexander's, 508 Susquehanna Boulevard, Hazleton. So come on down to Blaze Alexander Mazda.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Week number 7 has the hometown Bulldogs of Berwick up 20-0 over Hazleton area. Bulldogs with a 2nd and 8. They're going left to right on your screen in the blue.
Marty, first quarter, Hazleton had minus 20 yards of offense. Bulldogs 103.
And Aiden Mason will pick up 5 to leave the Bulldogs with a 3rd down and about 3.
Mason left side looked like he could have taken that a little more to the middle of the field and had a pretty good gainer. Looked like he was stumbling at the end of that play.
Heading up the middle with that carry, picking up a Harry's You Pull It Bulldog first down.
On the carry, on 3rd down,
was Aiden Mason.
and he brings it out to the
Mason, a versatile back for the Bulldogs, is able to pound it or else get to the corner and has done a nice job. Bulldogs pick up the first.
Lawbaugh, quick drop, dumps it off to Maurer. Fisher will bring him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 35, bringing up a 2nd and 4.
Bulldogs finding a little rhythm. As I said, the last 2 series when they had the ball really did not look very good, but here they found a little bit of rhythm moving the football.
Lawbaugh being pressured, and he was hit as he threw. He was looking for Cleaver. Mattarella and Santos applying the pressure on Lawbaugh.
Cleaver from the tight end position ran about a 12-yard or 10-yard out. And you look at Lawbaugh right here, there was pressure. Good coverage by that Cougar defense. Ball was a little high. Cleaver couldn't bring it down, forcing a 3rd down.
Third and 4 for the Bulldogs. Clock stop with 10:19 left in the opening half. Law ball looks left. Now he's going to try to tuck it and run, and he's going to be hauled down. Seth Hunsinger again. He's been a stalwart in this opening half for the Cougars defensively.
I mentioned Hunsinger earlier. Here you see him fighting up the field, getting off that block.
Open field tackle.
It's a 5'10", 200-pound junior, and he has been a very, very good player for this Cougar defense in the games we've seen them this year. Another good stop by that defense.
Sheptock is on for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Late player coming on for Berwick. They're going to have to hustle to get this off, and they just do. Fisher says get away from it, as Sheptock's kick will come down at the 32-yard line of Hazleton area. That's where they'll begin 1st and 10 for their first possession of the second quarter. I want to remind you that high school football on WYLN is brought to you by Harry's Sporting Goods, 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Now available, their all-new winter inventory and brand sneakers. A full-service sports store, open 6 days a week. Give Harry's Sporting Goods a call, 570-752-5212. Original Italian Pizza, located at 2010 West Front Street in Berwick. Enjoy the daily buffet, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Delicious comfort food, all you can eat. Delivery available. Full menu till 11 p.m. Order now. Original Italian Pizza, 570-762-6070. Laubach comes up and gets a loss on the screen play to Johnson, as Hazleton's still trying to find something positive to do offensively. But as we mentioned, their defense keeping them in this game.
Laubach with a good play defensively. I mentioned earlier about his ability on the defensive side of the ball. We talked about Hazleton pregame. They need to use some screens to try to slow that defensive front down. They're doing that. But as you said, Marty, their defense is keeping them within a couple touchdowns right now.
Play action, and he was looking for Molesky down the middle of the field, overthrew everybody, and it'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Cougars.
One of the things with the young quarterback is how long can I hold the ball? How long should I hold the ball? Molesky had a little bit of a tough time getting a release, which is good. That's what defenses are supposed to do. Hold up a tight end or a back coming out. And that time they did it. Wolf had to make the throw. Nobody downfield.
Coming up at the half, it'll be the All-American Jeep halftime show. We'll have a halftime performance along with halftime stats and first half highlights. The All-American Jeep halftime show coming up at the half. Cleaver came up and tripped up Molesky for no gain, forcing another punting situation.
Cleaver moved away a couple of steps as an outside linebacker. Nobody picked him up in their blocking scheme. He just came down and made the tackle. Cougars will punt it away.
Maurer and Wilk back deep, awaiting the BLB Auto Sales punt from Russo. An official timeout. Jay Rowan saw something. I don't know if one of the Cougars he was sending over for something to do equipment-wise. But Jay Rowan said it was an official timeout, and then he went over to the Cougar sideline.
The tackle on the launch was for 1 yard, which will make up a 4th long 4th from the 20 yard.
Don't know if it was something with the chains, Marty, but it's 4th and about 16. Cougars in punt formation.
And it will be a BLB Auto Sales punt by Russo. High short kick will go out of bounds. We'll see where the officials mark it. And it looks like the Bulldogs will be starting in Cougar territory at the 48-yard line. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Veteran owned and operated. When you have junk to be removed from your home or business, J-Dog will remove any kind of junk and haul it away. Fast, dependable service. Give J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling a call, 570-759-7715 or 844-GET-J-Dog.
Bulldogs starting another offensive series in Cougar territory, 48-yard line.
And it'll be back to the ground game, and this is Tegan Wilk down the sideline. He's going to go for his second rushing touchdown of the night. A 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria Bulldog touchdown.
Tegan Wilk, right side. We're going to take another look at on the S.J. Kowalski replay. Fullback leading up in. Great block on the linebacker. Really, it's almost an I-formation isolation play. Ran it a little wide. But Wilk with excellent speed.
Hinkle on for the Sacco Chiropractic extra point. Wilk gets the hold down. The kick is up and good. 7:49 left in the opening half. Berwick has increased their lead to 27-0.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. Tegan Wilk's second rushing touchdown of the night has the Bulldogs up 27-0. Eric Montez on for the Barbush Automotive Berwick kickoff.
Marty Wilk, 48-yard run after a great block by the fullback. Hinkle with the kick. One play, 48 yards, 10 seconds. Bulldogs up by 27.
This will be taken by Johnson at the 7. Johnson goes straight up the field and he gets stood up, but not before he gets across the 25 to about the 26th. And Joe, I think we're going to get to see an S.J. Kowalski replay of that last touchdown.
Maurer with a great block. As I said, he just took up that linebacker.
Number 6 for the Bulldogs, Rayson Wilkes.
Mason with the block. My mistake, as if you're running 48 untouched, somebody has to block somebody. Mason did a great job on the block.
So the Cougars start at their own 26, looking to get something positive going offensively, trailing on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard 27-0. And the Bulldogs just will not let this offense get started. Another tackle for a loss.
I'll tell you why. Blaine Cleaver up the field right now. But they can get up the field because there's not a threat, Marty, of a play action. Blaine Cleaver that time just full speed off the edge. As you mentioned, the Cougar offense not really getting any time to execute a play.
Call it 2nd and 12. Wolf going to throw to Casadas, and he's hit immediately. Cleaver again on the play, dropping Casadas for another loss of about 4.
Nice open field tackle by Cleaver. They're trying to get Casadas in space so he can get the ball up the field. Berwick's not allowing them to do that. Big play by Cleaver defensively. He's only a junior. Blaine Cleaver, 6'3", about 215, 220. And I'm sure a year from now we're going to have a lot of people looking at him.
And this is going to be a draw play. Staying on his feet nicely is Johnson as he'll get back to the 25, but it leaves the Cougars with a 4th down and 11.
I'll tell you one of the things I'm impressed with Hazleton area, Marty, to give credit to Coach Brennan. They have one win up. They beat Wyoming Valley West on a comeback. But his players, every week we see them play hard.
And we talked about it last week. If it's not for mistakes, as we have the BLB Auto Sales punt by Russo. Sidewinding kick, fair catch called for by Maurer at the 46. But we talked about at the end of last week's game. Even though the scoreboard said 41-7 Delaware Valley, Hazleton area had opportunities offensively, and it was mistakes in the red zone that kept them from cutting into that deficit. And that game was a lot closer than the 34-point margin.
Exactly, and I think right now we're looking at a 27-point margin, but their defense, they're being Hazleton area's defense is playing exceptionally well. Wilk has hurt them with a couple runs with his very good quickness.
It's been 2 long runs by Wilk. The other 2 scores coming on starting field position inside the Cougar 20. Mason are going to come in at fullback with Lopez behind him at the tailback position. Labaugh is going to pass. He's under pressure, throwing deep downfield and incomplete. Believe Mattarella was the one that came with the quarterback pressure to force that short pass by Labaugh.
Long pass downfield is underthrown.
Trying to go long. He had 2 receivers, one on the sideline. I think that was Sean Sheptock. But Labaugh really had no chance to set his feet and get a ball down the field.
Coming up at the half, it'll be the All-American Jeep halftime show. We'll have a halftime performance as well as first half stats and highlights all coming up on the All-American Jeep halftime show. This will be Lopez straight up the middle, and Lopez will get into Cougar territory before Hunsinger brings him down after a gain of about 4.
Nice job by the left side of that Berwick offensive line. Lopez is able to get up inside and pick up a couple of yards. Alejandro Lopez, senior.
3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs at the Cougar 49. And again, it's Lopez. Lopez leans forward.
Lopez on the carry. Goes inside the 45-yard line.
And he is going to be... See where they mark him. And Jay Rowan says, Harry's you pull it. First down.
Power play right side gets him the first down. Again, Berwick's offensive line this series looks sharper. They're getting off the ball. They ran a power play right side, and Lopez picks up the first down.
Play action. Labaugh being pressured. He got it off to Mason. Cuts it back at the 30, and he is hauled down near the 25 by Bugda. That'll be good for another Harry's You Pull It Bulldog first down.
I have to credit Labaugh there with keeping the ball until the last second. He had a lot of pressure on him. Drops it off to Mason. Mason gets a good block and takes it inside 25-yard line of the Cougars. Ryan Labaugh showing a little experience there by holding on to that football.
This is going to be Lopez. And Mattarella got him around the ankle and waited for help. No gain on the play.
Nice job by Mattarella. As you mentioned, Marty, wrapped him up low. The Hazleton defense has been fairly aggressive. Was able to get there quickly. No gain for Lopez.
Second and 10, Bulldogs from the Cougar 25. Play action. Laba rolling left. Being pressured by Molesky, gets away from him and steps out of bounds inside the 20 for a gain of about 6.
Laba doing a nice job extending the play left side. He's able to get outside of Molesky, or the defensive end, and then Molesky on the chase. So look at third down and about 5.
And 4 from the 19.
We're in the 4-down territory, Marty.
And the Bulldogs are in the Grand Central red zone for this third down. Toss to Lopez. He bobbles, spins, and with a nice effort, appears to have the first down. We'll wait for official word.
I'll tell you what, that was a great job by Lopez with the concentration. Not only almost picking up the first, we're looking at fourth and very short, but it looked like he was going to lose that ball.
4th and 1.
So on 4th and short, Bulldogs will go for it. Laba's going to keep it himself. And he pushes across the 15. That'll be good for a Harry's. You pull it first down.
2 minutes, 18 seconds left as Jay Rowan winds the clock.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Bulldogs from the Cougar 14.
Clock moving under 2 minutes. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 14 for the Dogs.
Laba has his pass batted down. Matt Fisher came through to bat it down and force the incompletion.
Laba looking off the play action to make the throw to his left, but Matt Fisher, excellent job, athletic, very athletic play by Fisher off the outside linebacker, knocks it down.
So the clock stops with 1:47 left in the half. Bulldogs up 27-0 with a 2nd and 10. Handoff will be to Mason. And he is met in the middle and dropped for a gain of about 2 on the play.
Bulldogs again with that power type play right side. Might have picked up a couple, as you mentioned, Marty. 3rd down.
We'll call 3rd and 8 from the 12. So the Bulldogs can get inside the 5 for a first down without scoring. They have 2 timeouts remaining, as you see on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Clock approaching a minute remaining. Laba out of the gun. Looks left. Rolls that way. Being pressured. Now he's going to go up the middle. Laba to the end zone for a 2 Italian guys Bulldog touchdown.
Nice move by Laba. Looked like he was working to get to the corner to the left. They had 2 people running routes. Watch this. He's going to go left. He's going to plant right here. Comes back right. Backside of the defense. No one there, and Laba takes it in for the touchdown.
And the Bulldogs on the Sacco Chiropractic extra point. They're going to go for 2.
How are you, my man?
Before the snap, and they were going to go for 2. We have too many men on the field. Illegal participation.
And illegal substitution against the Bulldogs will move them back.
Good luck to you.
See if they'll continue to go for 2 or now settle for the kick.
All right, Ed. I know.
And now Berwick wants to take a timeout. We'll keep it here. Stop by Sally Purcell's Country Inn for home-style cooking at 891 West County Road in Sugarloaf. They're open Tuesday to Sunday at 11 a.m. for lunch, Wednesday for wing night, Friday and Saturday for prime rib night, plus other weekend specials. Call Sally Purcell's Country Inn at 570-384-3478 for reservations or takeout. Harry's Sporting Goods, 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Now available, their all-new winter inventory and brand sneakers. A full-service sports store open 6 days a week. Call Harry's Sporting Goods at Front Street in Berwick, 570-752-5212. So after the Berwick timeout, the Sacco Chiropractic extra point will be for 2. Laba rolls right, throws to the end zone, and it was picked off, meaning the 2-point conversion was no good. That was Matthew Casadas on the pick, forcing the non-conversion for 2. So at 55.1 seconds left in the half, we keep it here. Berwick up 33-0. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Valmont Auto Sales, located at 34 Susquehanna Boulevard, West Hazleton. Looking for that special vehicle? Valmont Auto Sales offers buy here, pay here, small deposit, affordable payments. Call 570-501-2626. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling, veteran owned and operated. When you have junk to be removed from your home or business, J-Dog will remove any kind of junk and haul it away. Fast, dependable service. Call 570-759-7715 for J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling, or 844-GET-J-Dog. Montez on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. And this will be Casadas at the 7. Casadas cuts it back, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and Casadas finally is hauled down at the 27 after a nice return of 20 yards.
Marty, last Berwick touchdown, law ball, sprinting left, came back right up the middle on the 12-yard touchdown. PAT was no good and went for 2 off the pass. Failed.
Joe, I look off to my left, the Hazleton Area High School Marching Band getting set for their halftime performance that you'll get a chance to hear some of during the All-American Jeep halftime show, along with first half stats and highlights coming up at the half. The All-American Jeep halftime show as Molesky got a little bit of a head of steam for a gain of about 3 to the 30. Looking at the clocks, the Cougars realistically do not have to run another play here in the opening half if Coach Brennan elects not to do so.
I think one of the things Coach Brennan, obviously young team offensively, let's not try to handle the ball down here again deep in our own territory. You have 15 on the clock. The play clock and the game clock's going to run down.
Looks like Coach Brennan is going to direct his players to the locker room here at the half.
Yeah, I need him now, though.
Let's head down to the sidelines and Mike Sosar.
Coach, the defense keeping everything in tow for you, not letting the Cougar offense just about go anywhere, and well over 100 yards for your offense in the first quarter, and just kept on rolling right here into just before half.
Yeah, well the kids came to play. I think they had something to prove after the last game, after the last close game that lost to Valley View, and we just want to come out and like show some consistency with their offense, and we know what our defense can do, and just come out, do what we have to do best, do what we're doing to be here, and then we're doing fine. I think we keep on run the ball a little bit more, get a little more crisper passes, but all in all, first half we're happy with it.
Coach C, best of luck in the second half. Thanks so much.
Okay,
back upstairs, fellas.
Thanks a lot, Mike. And at the half, the score, Berwick 33, Hazleton area nothing. Coming up next, the All-American Jeep halftime show. You're watching live high school football on WILN and statewide on PCN.
Have an electrical problem? Call the Wire Guys. Need lights installed? Call the Wire Guys. Anything and everything electrical, big or small. Our rigorously trained licensed electricians are fully screened, always on time, work neat, clean, and thorough. The Wire Guys. We're here 24/7, 365. All of our work is guaranteed, 100%. When you need electrical work, you need
Wire Guys. Your exciting new TV experience is here. Smarter, faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Barber Ford has the largest selection of Ford commercial vehicles in Northeast PA with over 50 Super Duties in stock. Plus, Barber Ford is the only Ford commercial vehicle center in the area, participating with the state's cooperative purchasing program, CoStars. Barber Ford, where the pros go for trucks.
Welcome to the All-American Jeep halftime show here on WILN and statewide on PCN from Crispin Field in Berwick, home of the Berwick Bulldogs. The hometown fans happy through a half. The Bulldogs leading the Cougars of Hazleton area by a score of 33-0. We are moments away from starting the halftime show, brought to you by All-American Jeep. By hearing from the Hazleton Area High School Marching Cougars. And they look like they are just about set. Let's head down to field level here at Crispin Field and hear from the Hazleton Area Marching Cougars.
Drum major, is your band ready?
But most of all, blank canvas. The thrill of using color to convey emotion, of pouring a part of me onto a blank slate, of just connecting with the world for just 1 second.
Has been the Hazleton Area High School Marching Cougars as part of their halftime performance that you saw during the All-American Jeep halftime show. We're going to take a break, and up next we'll have first half stats and highlights. This is the All-American Jeep halftime show from Crispin Field in Berwick.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in for Jeep Adventure Days.
Pull it.
There are lots of things you can pull, but what's the most fun? Pulling parts at Harry's You Pull It, the world's largest auto salvage yard. Pull it. Pull it. Come visit any of their 3 convenient Harry's You Pull It locations: Hazleton, Allentown, Pennsburg, and Pull It. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Have an electrical problem? Call the Wire Guys. Need lights installed? Call the Wire Guys. Anything and everything electrical, big or small. Our rigorously trained licensed electricians are fully screened, always on time, work neat, clean, and thorough. The Wire Guys. We're here 24/7, 365. All of our work is guaranteed 100%. When you need electrical work, you need
Wire Guys.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
Welcome back to the All-American Jeep Halftime Show from Crispin Field in Berwick. The hometown crowd very happy through half as the Bulldogs lead the Cougars of Hazleton area by a score of 33-0. We're about set to get a look at the halftime stats, compiled as always by our very own Jim Burns.
Marty, we're looking at Hazleton area, 1 first down, minus 15 yards rushing and minus 7 passing, minus 22 total yards, 2 turnovers, no penalties. The Bulldogs with 9 first downs, 170 yards rushing, 45 passing, 215 total, 1 turnover, 3 penalties, 25 yards. The score as it is, 33-0. A big part of that came in the first part of the game when the Bulldogs had 3 very short fields to score.
And that has been the halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns. We are moments away from getting a look at first half highlights from here in Crispin Field. And it started with the very first offensive play of the night. Tegan Wilk took the direct snap, and he would take it to the outside and go down the sideline 57 yards in one play that took 16 seconds. Bulldogs were up 7-0. Then after a short field, Alejandro Lopez would cap a 3-play, 17-yard drive on this 5-yard run. Bad snap, point after was no good. 13-0 Bulldogs. Ryan Lawbaugh would come back after a 16-yard drive, making it 20-0. And in the second quarter, a direct handoff again to Tegan Wilk, taking it to the nearest sideline, and he would go 48 yards. One play that took 10 seconds. Bulldogs were up 27-0. Then, in the waning moments of the opening half, Ryan Lawbaugh couldn't find much to his left, decided to go right and tuck it under and run from 12 yards out, capping an 11-play, 53-yard drive that took 4:32 off the clock. The try for 2 was no good, and here we stand at the half with the score: Berwick 33, Hazleton 0. You've been watching the All-American Jeep Halftime Show. We'll have third quarter action from Crispin Field up next. You're watching live high school football on WILN and statewide on PCN.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Hungry? Stop into Krugel's Georgetown Deli right next to the Big Cow, 720 Wilkes-Barre Township Boulevard in Wilkes-Barre Township. You may know them for their great deli sandwiches and hoagies, but how about something from their new menu, like G-Town Scallops, Cheesy Crab Pretzel, Smoked Brisket, Smoked Wings with your choice of sauce, and more. And while you're there, don't forget to play Keno or other Pennsylvania Lottery games. Stop into Krugel's Georgetown Deli right next to the Big Cow, 720 Wilkes-Barre Township Boulevard in Wilkes-Barre Township.
Your exciting new TV experience is here. Smarter, faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm going to tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create. And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Welcome back to Crispin Field. Down on the sidelines, Mike Sosar has a gentleman that Joe DeMelfi affectionately calls the Bowmeister. Let's head down to Mike.
Thanks, Marty. Thanks, Joe. Down here on the sidelines with a man locally who needs no introduction to our regular WILN viewers. But around statewide, we have with us Berwick Athletic Director, combined 9 years in the NFL, drafted by the Houston Oilers, San Diego Chargers, Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers, Bo Orlando. Thanks for joining us.
Anytime.
Bo, back in April, they announced you as the new athletic director here at Berwick. Tell us what's going on.
We had some big shoes to fill. One of my first jobs was the toughest ever. Was to pick a coach for Berwick football, which the program is very, very special to me. And I think we did a great job. Carm's doing a great job. We assembled a coaching staff from Berwick. A lot of several players, a lot of D1 guys that we have here. A lot of great coaches. So it's meshing. It's doing very well now. We're growing pains. We're working together. We're still working some things out, but everything's going pretty well.
Yeah, everything's looking good so far here tonight as well, Bo. One of the big things when we come up here, usually in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you see a lot of the guys from the team from Berwick wearing the pink socks and such, and the students as well tonight with their pink outshirts. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think that's very special because a lot of people these days with cancer, a lot of people were in touch with it. Not only students, but coaches and players and teachers. So it's the whole month of October. It's a great way for an activity. We come out here for a Berwick football game. It's a pretty big deal for our town, and to celebrate, have all the pink. The kids have the pink socks and all the stuff on. So it's a great tribute. It's a great time to have to a good source.
Always a good thing and a great way to honor those currently fighting and those who have lost the battle as well. Bo Orlando, once again, we'll send it back upstairs, Marty.
Mike, thanks a lot, and we wish Bo nothing but the best as he takes over as athletic director here at Berwick High School, and also helping out Coach DeFrancesco here with the football team. And Joe, through a half, they've got to be somewhat pleased, leading 33-0, and ironically, maybe offensively, they want to fix some things as Hazleton area did some nice things defensively, even though the scoreboard may not show it.
I think their defense has played well. Again, they've been saddled with some short fields, and which has really hurt them. But overall, defensively, Hunsinger playing good game, Fisher playing very well, and getting a lot of help from their teammates. As the offense of Hazleton area will receive the kickoff. They struggled offensively, Marty, but I'll tell you why they've struggled. They have a freshman quarterback, and I tried to go with Fisher a little bit at quarterback, but tough to move the ball against that Berwick defense if you're young on offense.
Montez returns for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. Gets it away to Johnson back at the 7. Johnson gets across the 20 and leans forward before going down across the 25. Looks like they'll mark him down at about the 27. So the Cougars look to get something going offensively, build something positive, because they've got a big game at home next week against another 6A opponent in Scranton. If Hazleton wants to be one of those 4 teams to make the sub-regional, they've got a huge game against Scranton next week at home that they would definitely need a W. If they can build on things here in the second half, that could aid them next week.
One of the things is see if they can get Warner back at quarterback.
And it is amazing when you watch these plays, Joe, and you see the amount of blue jerseys that just converge on the ball. I counted about 4 or 5 just on that play alone.
You know, people talk about offensive mentality and defensive mentality. Defensive mentality means you want to get to the football, and Berwick's defense does exactly that. Not with one tackler normally, unless it's open field. But they always have 4 or 5 guys in on the tackle, and a lot of people trying to hone in on that tackle. So tough defense.
Wolf throws. His pass was tipped, fell incomplete. Sheptalk almost had a chance at it, as did Tegan Wilk.
Cleaver, I believe, tipped it up in the air. Looking at 3rd down as we have a Hazleton area player down on the field.
So they will attend to him as the Cougars await a 3rd down and 10 after the injury timeout.
Injury timeout on the field with 11 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter.
Players sitting up and now getting up.
And it's one of their senior leaders, Matt Fisher. Glad to see him getting up and leaving under his own power, and then he'll have to. He wanted to get back in that offensive huddle, and he's going to have to leave for a play. So the Cougar offense coming back out for a 3rd down. PCN's bringing you key matchups from across Pennsylvania all season long with the high school football game of the week. Every Friday, watch the whole game live on cable and stream with PCN Select. Go to PCNTV.com for the schedule.
Again, that young offense looking at a 3rd and about 10, maybe a little more than that.
Wolf, the freshman quarterback, out of the gun. Looks for Shamani, just out of his reach, incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down.
Shamani trying to run a crossing route, had Blaine Cleaver right on his tail. Wolf really didn't make a bad throw, a little low and away, and Shamani couldn't handle it. So the Cougars will have to punt it away.
It'll be a BLB Auto Sales punt from Russo. And as it has all night, Maurer and Wilk back deep for the Bulldogs. Another short kick from Russo takes a Bulldog bounce into Cougar territory and be downed at the Cougar 47. Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog. Now celebrating 80 years at the same location, Jimmy's Quick Lunch in Hazleton. Berwick Medicine Shop, your local pharmacy located at 145 9th Street in Berwick, featuring a variety of special customer services to help you get the personal patient care and quality services you deserve. Give Berwick Medicine Shop a call, 570-758-1239. Lob on, 1st down, handed off to Mason. And Mason will get inside the 45, just across the 45, for a long gain of 2.
Now, Aiden Mason is a sophomore. He's listed at 5'10", about 220. So I mentioned him earlier, talked about his ability to bang it at the line of scrimmage or take it wide and pick up yardage.
Labaugh, quick pass out to Sheptock. Casadas couldn't bring him down, and Sheptock got away. Bookman hauls him down and pulls him out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 30. Good for Harry's. You pull it. Berwick first down on the great effort by Sheptock.
I'll tell you what he did, and they want to try to get him in space, and you're looking at another guy they try to get in space in Casadas, and he hung on. I believe Sean Sheptock went out of bounds, and he went down a little awkwardly as they take him to the bench.
Certainly hope he'll be okay, as it's 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Flag has been thrown by referee Jay Rowan. And it's a procedure penalty against the Bulldogs. Brings it back to the Cougar 32 and a 1st and 15 coming up.
One of the defensive linemen took the move to the neutral zone, didn't cross it evidently, and an offensive lineman reacted to that. Bulldogs 1st and 15.
And this is Mason finding a lot of green space before he's brought down inside the 10, and another Bulldog. Harry's, you pull it. First down.
I tell you what, I just talked about him. Great step here. Watch this. He has the speed to take it up the field. He also has the strength to bang it away for 2 or 3 yards. Nice job on the right side of that offensive line again as Aiden Mason takes it down to about the 8-yard line.
With it 1st and goal, the Bulldogs in the Grand Central red zone. Labaugh, quick pass to the end zone. It's a Bulldog, 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria touchdown, making the catch, Preston Robbins.
I tell you what, Robbins, a senior, did a nice job fielding that. Labaugh threw it down low where only Robbins could make that catch, and he did that.
Hinkle is on for the Sacco Chiropractic extra point. Wilt to hold. Kick is up and good. 9:32 left in the third. The Bulldogs on their way to 6-1, leading it 40-0.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Pull it.
There are lots of things you can pull, but what's the most fun? Pulling parts at Harry's You Pull It, the world's largest auto salvage yard. Pull it. Pull it. Come visit any of their 3 convenient Harry's You Pull It locations: Hazleton, Allentown, Pennsburg, and Pull It.
Once again, we'd like to thank Atlantic Broadband for making it possible for us to be in your homes on this first Friday night in October. Not only for our regular viewers on WYLN, but statewide on PCN. Many thanks to Atlantic Broadband. Bulldogs in front 40-0. Montez on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. And this will be Johnson from the 11. Lance Johnson straight up the field. Has a return of about 14 yards to the 25. Cougars take over 1st and 10. Stop in for something to eat before, during, or after the game at the former Villa Capri. Newly remodeled as the Forge Pub and Eatery at the corner of 11th and Mulberry Streets here in Berwick. Wishing the Dogs the best of luck.
Marty, last touchdown for Berwick. Robbins, an 8-yard pass from Lawball. PAT by Hinkle. I know his uncle very well. See him on the golf course a lot. He would have been pleased with the apex of that kick.
Does his grandfather talk badly about your golf game as well?
His uncle?
Or his uncle, I apologize.
Yeah, he talks badly about my golf game, and he has a right to.
That seems to happen a lot with people we talk to over here in Berwick.
Well, one of the things we have now, Marty, continuous clock, except for change of possession and injury.
So the mercy rule has taken effect here in Berwick. Second down play for the Cougars. I believe that was Bookman that got the carry. Coming in to be the first one there to make the tackle, Armani Mackey, a sophomore for the Bulldogs, wearing number 82.
Start to see a lot of younger players, both sides of the ball. As I mentioned, we are in the mercy rule situation.
We mentioned Hazleton area big showdown with Scranton next week. Berwick could have a trap game next week. In 2 weeks, they travel to Dallas in a big showdown in District 2. But next week, they got to go to Mountaintop and face a very tough Crestwood game. They really can't afford to look ahead of the Comets before that big showdown with Dallas.
And we'll talk about that in a minute. As great play defensively.
That was a loss by Brian Knorr, the junior on the tackle for the Bulldogs, leaving the Cougars with a 4th down and about 3. And it looks like Russo's going to come out for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Want to remind you at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select an Arc Electric, the Wire Guys player of the game. Russo gets it off. Price downs it at the 38-yard line.
I have to mention Brian Knorr on that last defensive play was up the field, made a great tackle as the Bulldogs will take possession.
Joe, we've talked about this game. We'll have it. Next Friday night, it'll be the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8, as we return to Harmon Guys Stadium in Hazleton as the Cougars in a big 6A matchup take on the Scranton Knights. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7 for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Scranton and Hazleton area next Friday night here on WILN.
You mentioned Berwick and Crestwood. It was a good point. You know, we have Dallas, Valley View, Berwick, but there's still a 4th spot for the District 4 or District 2 tournament.
A fumble, and Casadas could not haul it in before it went out of bounds. As getting the carry, I believe, was Logan Smith. Fumble was knocked away from behind. Casadas tried to get it, and it rolled out of bounds before he could corral it.
Logan Smith, fighting for extra yardage, has to be able to protect that football. Dropped it on the ground as he was fighting for yardage. Lost about 5 yards.
The handoff goes to Brandon Spezialetti as Benjamin Knorr, the sophomore, is in at quarterback.
Brandon Spezialetti, junior running back.
We mentioned our game of the week. PCN's game of the week continues next Friday live at 8 as Archbishop Wood takes on St. Joe's Prep. Catch the entire game on cable and stream with PCN Select. Visit PCNTV.com for the schedule, as it'll be Archbishop Wood taking on St. Joe's Prep on PCN next Friday at 8. Barrett first hit Knorr, and then I believe that was Santos that brought him down for the loss back to the 30-yard line.
We're going to take another look on the S.J. Kowalski. There you see Barrett get a hand on him up high. Nor goes down, but the fumble was caused by the ground, so Berwick will have a 4th down here. They'll bring a punt team out.
At the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select an Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game. Montez comes out. He'll be punting away a BLB Auto Sales punt. Fisher and Casadas go back deep for the Cougars. And with young players coming in, seeing a couple late Bulldog players coming out on their punt coverage team. High snap, but Montez gets it away. It's going to take one hop to Fisher. Fisher's across the 35 to the 40 and then gets pushed back to about the 39. A late flag is thrown.
I think they're going to call personal foul, but Montez did a nice job getting that punt away. Snap was high. He had to come down with it. Good rush by that Cougar defense.
And while they sort through the penalty, we like to remind you, high school football is brought to you by Damiano Funeral Home, located in McAdoo, providing traditional and pre-arrangement services and cremations, which are performed at their on-site facility for professional and courteous service. Give Damiano Funeral Home a call, 570-929-2820. And by Original Italian Pizza, located at 2010 West Front Street in Berwick. Enjoy the daily buffet, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Delicious comfort food, all you can eat. Delivery available, full menu till 11 p.m. Order now. Original Italian Pizza here in Berwick. Their phone number, 570-762-6070. It looks like the Bulldogs will punt it away again. As we had offsetting penalties, there was a penalty also at the far side of the field. Again, another high snap to Montez. Here comes Barrett. What a great job by Montez just to get it off. And coming up to down it was Knorr. And what could have been disastrous for Berwick. Very heads-up play by Montez.
Eric Montez is senior, so he's a little familiar with the turf here as he finally gets it away after fielding the bad snap.
Now the officials are conversing at the Cougar 45.
Montez's line-drive punt was down by the Bulldogs, so it's 1st and 10 for Hazleton at their 45-yard line.
So with 3:44 left in the third, Hazleton area down 40-0, has the ball at their own 45, 1st and 10. Wolf looking for a screen, got it to Fisher, and again making another nice play for the Bulldogs was Armani Mackey.
That's what they did was flare both backs, tried to hit a middle screen, but an excellent job finding that football very quickly was Mackey defensively for Berwick.
Called 2nd and 10 from the Cougar 45. Wolf will go under center. He's going to hand it to Johnson. Johnson picks up a couple of yards to the 47, leaving the Cougars with a 3rd and 8. Nor Hughes and Mackey in on the tackle.
We talked early on about the offensive struggles with the young quarterback and against the pretty decent defense in the Berwick Bulldogs. And that's playing out pretty much what we thought. Although the defense for Hazleton, I thought, has played a nice game. It's just that they got stuck in a short field situation 3-4 times.
So Wolf returns to the shotgun on 3rd and 8. He's looking left, Throws tipped up in the air, incomplete. I believe that was Mackey that tipped it. He was looking for Price. And this Armani Mackey, Joe, the young sophomore, has been making some plays here in the third.
I'll tell you what I liked about that. He's a sophomore. He was dropping in pass coverage. He had his head on a swivel. He was looking, saw that ball, got a hand up and knocked it away.
So Russo will return for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Maurer lets it go, and it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds inside the Berwick
at the 22 of Berwick. High school football on WILN. It's brought to you by Welsh's Towing and Repair, located at 442 South Mercer Street in Berwick. You call, they haul. All state inspections, motorcycle, truck, trailer, emergency road service, minor repairs, including lockouts and welding. Give Welsh's Towing and Repair a call, 570-759-9737. So here come the Bulldogs, 1st and 10 from the 22. Coming on an end around for the Bulldogs, getting across the 25-yard line.
Ran that out of
that was sophomore Evan Megan on the carry for Berwick. Got a gain of about 6, Joe, to the 28.
Nor the quarterback took the snap, direct snap, handed off inside. Offensive play picked up decent yardage on first down as we look at the clock running toward the end of the third quarter mark.
Nor kept it himself, and he got hit hard in the middle, but held on to it, picked up the Harry's You Pull It. First down for the Bulldogs, as I believe that was the freshman Bookman that came up and put the tackle on Nor.
Nor's only a sophomore, showed a little bit of quickness there as we're going to wind down here at the end of the third quarter.
Coach DeFrancesco says let the clock run out through 3 quarters of play. Berwick 40, Hazleton area nothing. Fourth quarter action up next as you're watching live high school football on WILN and statewide on PCN.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 641 Route 93 in Sugarloaf, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania. They are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 7 from Crispin Field. Bulldogs leading the Cougars 40-0. The Bulldogs going from right to left on your screen to start the fourth. And getting the carry for the Bulldogs was Spezzoletti, the junior.
Brandon Spezzoletti, junior running back.
Barrett, among others, brought him down for the Cougars. I want to remind you that coming up Wednesday night at 7, it's Sports Talk here on WILN, your official source for Hazleton area high school football. Join Coach Brennan. He'll talk about this Berwick game, a look ahead to the big game against Scranton, and a special guest from the Cougar football team. Starting this Wednesday at 7 here on WILN, it's Sports Talk with Hazleton area head coach Mike Brennan.
Yeah, they had a bad snap, Marty, but there was a procedure penalty before that. So, 5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. And as we said, a lot of new players in the game.
Makes it 2nd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. Knorr keeps it. Barrett and a young freshman that's been very impressive, Joe. We haven't had a chance to talk to about him tonight defensively for Hazleton. Ryan Mathias in on the play, and he's one of those freshmen that we're seeing that are growing up as in front of our eyes this season for Hazleton area.
Mathias has made some big plays in the games we've done with the Cougars, and you look at it there as Knorr again tries to take that fake and get straight up the field.
So it leaves the Bulldogs with a 3rd down and 9. Knorr looks, throws. It's complete to Devin Smith. He eluded one tackler. Smith got up to the 45, but he's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Knorr made a nice throw there for a sophomore. Sprinted right, was able to get his shoulders turned around as we take a look at it on the S.J. Kowalski. He took 3 steps to the right side, was able to get his shoulders around and step through it. Wasn't really a sprint, more of a drop back on a little bit of an angle, but it was a nice throw as the Bulldogs look to continue the drive on 4th down.
4th and 1 from their own 45. High snap, look to give it to Smith. It's loose on the field. Smith was hit immediately by Mattarella. I believe officially it'll be a turnover as Hazleton area recovered the fumble, but even if Berwick recovered, they would have been short. So Hazleton area gets the ball in Berwick territory.
Mattarella with a great hit for the Cougars. They will take over offensively, Marty. 9:33 left in this football game.
So Hazleton area, 1st and 10 from the Berwick 44. This is going to be Mathias. Mathias gains almost 4 to the 40.
Ryan Mathias on the 1st down carry picks up 4 yards to the Berwick 40.
Gabe DePippa up the field caused a little bit of traffic jam back there. Didn't make the tackle, but when you have somebody that far up the field, causes problems offensively.
2nd and 6 for the Cougars. Wolf rolls right. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked. And they say he fumbled the ball, but Jay Rowan says no, he was down.
Number 33, Andrew Blockus.
Sounded like the official sack was given to Andrew Blockus, the sophomore. Loss of about 7 on the play.
As soon as your knee hits the ground with possession, ball is dead in high school, and that's what happened there.
So after the loss of 7, leaves Wolf and the Cougars with a 3rd and 13 from the Bulldog 47. It's going to be a toss to Ryan Mathias. And the Bulldogs converge upon him. May have gotten a yard.
A lot of Bulldogs right there. We talked about that defensive personality, defensive mindset. I want to get to the football. And that's exactly what happened there. As the Cougars come out,
Russo
punt it away.
Russo returns for a BLB Auto Sales punt. And great coverage by Christian Price, bringing down Peyton Williams, who fielded the punt but was hit immediately by Price. They'll mark the ball at the 10 of Berwick. That's where they'll take over with 7:05 remaining.
Immediately at his 10-yard line.
Nice job fielding the punt, but there was great coverage on that also, so a little dangerous. Bulldogs put the ball in play at the 9, just about the 10-yard line, as we are at 6:55 and running in the fourth quarter.
Sorry about that.
High snap, it's loose. Jay Rowan says they did not score. They picked it up and recovered shy of the goal line, but it'll be Cougar football. I believe it was Bugda that made the recovery. Excuse me, I was corrected. Bryce Reed on the recovery for the Cougars shy of the goal line. So it'll be 1st and goal Cougars. So they'll start this possession shy of the goal line in the Grand Central red zone.
And that's what we call the deep red zone, Marty. It's about, the ball's almost touching the goal line.
It's about as deep as you can get. First and goal, Mattarella in front of Molesky. They give it to Mattarella. Bulldogs stand strong on first down. 2nd and goal.
Tough yardage down there at Berwick defense. We watch it here at the fullback first through, but good. There you see 4 or 5 Berwick players right there.
2nd and goal.
Good stop.
Halfway through the fourth quarter, Cougars down 40-0. They have a 2nd and goal inside the 1. Molesky pulling his ways in for a 2 Italian guys pizzeria. Cougar touchdown.
And he's in for a
Left side, we've seen Molesky pick up tough yardage all year, and that time, tough yardage.
His 7th rushing touchdown that we see here, brought to you by S.J. Kowalski.
For the point after attempt.
Molesky left side. Led by Mattarella.
Russo's Sacco Chiropractic extra point is up and good. 5:51 left in the ball game. Cougars on the board, trailing 40-7.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Hey guys, Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander's of Greater Hazleton. You know, individuals win trophies, teams win championships. We have an awesome sales team here, but let me introduce you to the other part.
It's not just getting a great deal before the sale. It's about taking care of you after the sale. We take care of your service needs, and we'll get your parts.
So whether you pay cash or finance, good credit or bad,
we've got you covered, even if you fumbled.
So come by and see the award-winning team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, and find out why we take the deals the other guys won't.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week from Crispin Field in Berwick. Cougars, after a fumble recovery by the defense, started inside the Bulldog 1, get on the board, trailing 40-7. Russo now on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. And it's going to be picked up by Devin Smith. Smith comes up the middle. It's Logan Smith. And he is finally pushed out of bounds by Russo, but not before he returns into Cougar territory.
Russo did a great job there. tracking Smith, and we're going to see Smith field this ball at the 5 and then wind his way up the field. Comes left, runs out of a couple of tackles, and then right to the sideline, and Russo tracking him down and knocks him out of bounds.
He's knocked out of bounds at the Cougar 47.
So Logan Smith got it all the way out to the Cougar 47. Where Knorr once again will direct this Berwick offense.
Thought Knorr made a nice throw last possession offensively for the Bulldogs.
Spezzoletti on the first down carry gets a gain of 2 to the 45. While we have a moment, I want to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have all season long and for so many seasons here at WYLN. Third Base Luncheonette, located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. Actually say Spezzoletti got a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs at the Cougar 46. It's going to be a toss this time to Spezzoletti, and a host of white jerseys bring him down for a gain of about 1.
Tried to run that out of an offset, took the fullback and moved him left. Ran the toss to the left side, stayed sideline to sideline too long, couldn't quite get it up the field. So looking at a 3rd down and about 8 for the Bulldogs. Clock, as you can see there, nearing the 4-minute mark in the 4th quarter.
On that last play defensively, it was Patrick Petrosky and Julio Gonzalez on the play for Hazleton area. Bring up this 3rd and 8. Knorr is going to keep it and loses the football. Still loose on the field. Hazleton area has recovered. Making the recovery, Johan Robles.
I think one of the things, as I said, young players take care of the football. And we're going to see Knorr here go right, turns up the field. Right now he has the ball, one hand, not tucked in, as I believe...
it was Ramon Abreu, a sophomore, that knocked it out. And as we mentioned, Robles on the recovery. So 2 straight turnovers by this Cougar defense. They'll get the ball back offensively from their own 43. I believe the injured player might be Knorr.
Not sure who's down, but they have the trainers talking to him. He's moving his arm and don't know what I think they're just checking for strength there. Maybe he got hit in the shoulder area.
And he's now sitting up, which is a very good sign.
I think he got caught in a sort of a cross traffic there. One player on his left, one on his right, and as he's being helped to his feet.
And a nice round of applause as Knorr will walk off.
He showed some signs of
number 17, Benjamin Moore.
Very good signs for being a sophomore. Made a nice throw early on. He's run the ball well. He's able to take care of the football. In that I mean in the offense, make the fake. Can't find the football, you can't make the tackle. So
Tyler Wolf comes back out with the Cougar offense. Matt Bookman, another freshman, is behind him as the tailback. And it'll be a toss to Bookman. Bookman trying to cut it to the outside, now brings it back to the middle as he gets into Berwick territory, and he's very close. We'll see what Jay Rowan calls here. It's a Harry's You Pull It Cougar first down.
Good first down play for that Cougar offense. Looking for some positive as we look at the S.J. Kowalski replay. Bookman was able to get to the corner quickly, then makes a good turn inside.
It's going to be a toss, but this time to the right side for Bookman. Bookman is going to be hit hard and brought down. Making the tackle was Drayton Wilk, a freshman.
I'll tell you what, Drayton Wilk got over there pretty quickly and did a nice job on the tackle.
Give Bookman a gain of 4 to make it 2nd and 6 from the 43. Ryan Matthews gets the carry, and he just gets tripped up inside the 35 by Drayton Wilk, but not before he picks up another Harry's You Pull It first down.
You know, we talked about, as we look at the S.J. Kowalski replay, Matthews being a defensive player, but also offensively he has added something to this Cougar team.
Now a host of substitutions are in for Hazleton area. It looks like we're going to have a new quarterback. Matt Lozinski, another freshman, is going to take over at the helm of quarterback for the Cougars. And getting the handoff is Jose Rodriguez. And Rodriguez will pick up about 2 to the 31.
Jose Rodriguez. Number 64, Kyle Smith. 2nd down and 8 at the Berwick 31.
And again, this is Rodriguez, and he's dropped this time for a loss. Making the tackle for the Bulldogs, Jake Lanning.
Marty, a lot of freshmen and sophomores on the field at this point. Again, getting playing time, and that's important when you're trying to, as is the case with Hazleton at this point, building some confidence into a younger team.
They're going to give it to Petrosky, first man through. Brian Knorr got a hold of him. They pushed him back after a short gain.
And I think that's going to do it, Marty, as Coach Brennan starting his trek across the field to congratulate or shake hands with Coach DeFrancesca.
And the Bulldogs pick up their 6th victory of the season to move to 6-1.
So we wondered how Berwick would come back after the tough loss with Valley View. They answered pretty well right off the bat with the very first offensive play. Bulldogs did not look back, and they go to 6-1.
As we said before, Marty, they have Dallas in a couple weeks, but we've seen Crestwood, and I'm impressed with what they're doing as Mike Sosar, I believe, is going to grab Coach DeFrancesca.
And let's head down to Mike.
Thanks, Marty. Down here with Coach DeFrancesca. Coach, as we talked with one of your assistants, Coach Bennett, before the half, big score games like these can seem to get it from the kids a little bit, but the kids seem to keep it in focus going into the second half as well. An overall pretty strong effort on both sides of the ball.
Yes, well, we were concerned after last week's loss how our kids were going to respond, but I thought our kids did a heck of a job. We had a little bit of a lull there in the second quarter, but overall our kids stayed focused, and we're really happy with their performance.
Coach, 6-1 now. Head up on the road up over the mountain to visit the Crestwood Comets next week.
Crestwood's a good football team. We're going to have to play our A game. I've seen them on film, and I think it'll be a real good challenge for us.
Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you very much.
Back upstairs, Marty.
Thanks a lot, Mike. And as we mentioned, Coach DeFrancesco, there will be no mention of Dallas. It is the Crestwood Comets. That's the next focus of this Berwick team.
Well, he has a lot of experience. He's been coaching for a long time. He knows if you look over one, that's the one that's going to bite you. So I still, when I talked to Coach DeFrancesco before the game, he was really enjoying himself. When you're 6-1, it's better. I can remember back, first 2 years I didn't enjoy myself. After that, I had a pretty good time. So I think the Bulldogs, Crestwood, and then, of course, the big game with Dallas, but Crestwood first.
And it's now time for our Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game, Tegan Wilk. We talked about him from the start, and it was the very first offensive play. He had 117 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, adds to his career record of interceptions. Big game by Tegan Wilk.
Played extremely well. Obviously, we knew he had talent. He has range defensively, as proven in that replay. He has speed to the outside, so complete football player. It'll be interesting as we watched the play off the right side that they took for a touchdown also. He's taken a direct snap, ran from the running back position, played defense. Very, very multiple type player.
And congratulations to Tegan Wilk, our Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game, as he helped his Bulldogs to the victory and get back on the winning column. At 6-1 are the Bulldogs. They'll head to Mountaintop to take on Crestwood. PCN's Game of the Week continues next Friday live at 8 p.m. as Archbishop Wood takes on St. Joe's Prep. Catch the entire game on cable and stream with PCN Select. Visit PCNTV.com for the schedule and their Game of the Week. A reminder, next Friday night live at 8. Archbishop Wood takes on St. Joe's Prep on PCN. Want to thank PCN and everybody watching us statewide for joining us tonight. As we say good night for our director, Barry J.S., for the stats by Jim Burns, for Mike Sosar, Joe DeMalfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score, Berwick 40, Hazleton area 7. Join us next Friday night for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8, as we head back to Harmon Dice Stadium for a key 6A matchup in the possible interdistrict playoffs as the Scranton Knights travel to Hazleton to take on the Cougars. We'll be on the air next Friday night, live at 7 for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Berwick.
Helping your dollars go further every day. Stay here for fantastic bargains. This is Penny's Classifieds from